Hello there, and welcome to the deciding ace game of the second semi-final of the fourth qualification tournament for GCS2, Operation Bagration. And I'm looking at the Soviet player in the north, it's Talisman.
South side is VonIvan on his OKW. The Madman has locked in Goliaths again.
Oh, Goliath
Pulling
again.
around.
If one Coco Jambo award wasn't enough, he now wants another.
Dude, if he makes this meta, I'm gonna be so angry. I don't want to be playing against Goliaths.
I don't either. This time he's gone for a Kubel Vargan, converted VW Beetle.
Playing very aggressively, VonIvan. He didn't do this in the last game, but decides to try and go deep on
Look
Talisman's.
at that. Look at that shift dragging there. He was really doing a lot of work with that Kubel, pushing that unit around and about, making it the Kubel Vargan's bitch. And
Excellent micro. And just like that, VonIvan has snatched away Talisman's natural fuel.
he has absolutely done that. Oh, that's the second one we're not allowed to use. Damn it, I've already failed. It's only a minute and 40 seconds in. Focus Grenadiers in the centre, with their brethren in the south, capping up the map, and Talisman's been pushed off completely.
Yep.
Conscript's pushing in, going to go rush in for the fuel in the north. And Talisman's also locked in his commander. It's nothing too special. It's the Guard Motor Coordination Tactics normal edition, not the VonIvan edition. Very strange engagement over here. Never seen this one before. I've cast about 800 games on Fame Vanilla Approach, all taken into account. And that's a new one. There we go.
Engineer in the rose bushes.
Oh, beautiful. That's what we're going to call it. That's the name of our second album. I love it.
Good.
Focus Grenadiers waiting, pontificating, and anticipating the arrival of the Soviets. A little bit of fly camera action there.
The Talisman has managed to find himself a way onto VonIvan's cutoff. He's not going to be able to hold it for long, but it's a pretty decent way of equalizing the resource income.
It is, and he just exchanged a bit of manpower for resources, but you've got to consider if this resource point here was capped, that would have been fine because the victory point itself would have connected everything. But unfortunately, VonIvan, he did suffer a little bit there. He's been a little bit pegged back by about 20 to 30 seconds, let's say.
Yeah. Absolutely great trade for Talisman. Great awareness. He's made himself some green sandbags on the northmost fuel. Or right fuel.
He's going to trade up, yeah, northeastmost fuel, indeed. And we've got an engagement next to the well here. It says medium cover for the cons, but I'm sure some of the models are benefiting from the green. And here come the Sturmgewehrs.
Yeah, it looked shaky for a second there for Von, but now he's back on the map. Flamethrower out for Talisman.
Perfectly timed. It was a good pop, as they say. And it came out at exactly the right time.
40 muni away from VonIvan's first Goliath.
And we know he'll be going for it immediately. And Fameville Approach is a great map for them. There's that huge spine of cover all the way down that central reservation.
Yeah. So do they only camo when they're in cover? I've never actually used this unit.
Yeah, exactly, like a sniper.
Right.
Kubel Vargan acting like a big Goliath there, it would seem. Certainly felt like it.
Oh, that speed on the road.
It's great, isn't
This engineer might go down to the vaults. One good volley. Oh, that's brutal. Engineer immediately on the rebuild for Talisman.
Focus Grenadiers low health, but doing their duty, capping that fuel. And VonIvan's done a great job of working his way into this battle. He is up against 4 conscripts, which isn't the strongest of starts, but in general, he has traded up exceedingly well here.
Yeah, that first play with the Kubel and the Stone where he just beelined Talisman's natural fuel was exceptional. I've never seen that before. That's just hyper aggression, embodies the spirit of VonIvan's play. Just good stuff all around. Nice to see that VonIvan hasn't lost anything in this final game.
Got a Goliath teetering out here.
There it is. Engineer's finding a beautiful burst on some vaults.
Talisman could probably hear something in the corner of his ear right now. It's not going to be pretty for him. It is the Goliath, but he's retreated just in time. Oh, that could have been glorious.
Dude, he's gonna get one of the conscripts. This conscript is gonna... Oh my god.
Oh, wow. I had a model fly from every direction that was in the exact center of the unit, and they became like a conscript cluster bomb there. They like flew beautifully in a cross section.
The dismembered bodies look incredibly... I've never appreciated the art of that before, but it's really nice.
I don't know something sweet about replays. It's just actually a command file. So it's basically your version of the game will generate everything again. So all the random elements, like how a model flies, are regenerated for you only. So you will see a different version to me. Completely different.
Yeah, I've noticed that before with when people do dual casts and somebody notices like a funny spinning model or something.
Yeah. Took me a while to realise that one. And here you go. This is the game as it stands. It looks like VonIvan is in a commanding lead right now as these Overwatch flares give him excellent vision of his opponent, Talisman, who is yet again left asking questions.
Yeah, he's quite far on the back foot now and doesn't have any way at all of dealing with this Lux. He has this one guard squad, I guess, but one guard squad just isn't enough.
It is not, and we've got Phage Grenadiers against conscripts here. As the conscripts march onwards because they can see that the Phage Grenadiers have a low amount of health, so they do not care. They want to get in there. And they have gotten behind the cover. But here they are. They're tagged in for another squad straight away. That is unfortunate.
Pretty sure the conscripts will win this if they get lucky-ish. Lux immediately marches middle.
Indubitably. That's the one I'd saved up, by the way. Can't tell. Panzer 2. Marauding in the centre. Elsewhere in the south, Stern Pioneers being the arrow, and the Kugelwagen is the shaft. Guards, rifle, infantry have just upgraded to their DP light machine guns. Stern Pioneers don't stand a chance, quite frankly.
Yeah, they're getting mauled.
Late retreat there for VonIvan. And VonIvan fans, or fanboys if you want to call them that to be derogatory, they may have heard the meme about VonIvan having poor preservation. VonIvan's Twitch stream itself, the title, has said working on preservation for like a month. Because he knows it's his weakness, and he is in so many bad habits. He's an elite level player, he's probably one of the best in the world right now. It's either him, Lovenest, or DevM, quite frankly. And that is his weakness. On the VonIvan trading card, you'll see, you know, plus 10,000 combined tank push micro, and then negative 5,000 squad model preservation.
Yeah, his it's true, but his tank gameplay is just so good it makes up for it.
It really does.
It's the stuff that matters as well. I mean, you can only be so efficient with infantry, but tanks are where you get the crazy manpower and fuel trades.
MG34, expert position by VonIvan there. His game sense is second to none, and conscripts won't be able to get him for fuel. This game is looking hella over right now.
Another Goliath as well. Amazing, dude. If nothing else, these are just such a great psychological tool.
Put a GoPro on the Goliath, perhaps. See where it goes. Try and keep an eye on the minimap, see what happens elsewhere.
This Goliath is doing wheelies. It's like when it goes over the terrain.
We'll have to try and capture that. It's just driving over men right now, it seems. This little Goliath just loves to drive around. He's such a cutie. Ooh. Oh, we got air on that one. Oh, he's going to explode. No, Mr. Goliath.
Rest in peace.
Sweet prince indeed, as those gods bullied him. That was horrific. How could they do that?
Not too much to cry over though. VonIvan has the entire map at 11 minutes. It's pretty crazy, dude. Even wiping one conscript, just having a guaranteed squad wipe is so incredibly strong. Guard squad going down pretty fast. And Talisman just can't find any entry on the map. He does have a T-70 now, but...
Got Faust threatening, you can't push the Panzer II. Elsewhere in the centre, conscripts trying to push in. But the MG34 can certainly deal with him, as can the Volksgrenadier when they get in position. It's just, these Overwatch flares are excellent for keeping an opponent at bay, as shown on that Crossroads game, ICAB. You mean, you want to see where your opponent's going to try and push out, and with Overwatch flares, you know exactly where they are at any one moment.
Yeah. Minesweepers do disable them, it should be said.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They also give a massive sight range to detecting the Goliath, but it's just rough. It's rough doing anything here. He's had to spend all his muni on guards. He hasn't had any left over for the Minesweeper engineers. Schwerer up already.
It is. Couldn't think of any fancier word there.
Yeah. Not much to really say about this game, it's just VonIvan exerting his dominance.
Oh, welcome to the AE conundrum. I always know, I've got a very good feel for when a game is over. I mean, might not be a very good player, but I've certainly cast the best players in this game for the past 3 years continuously. And I tend to, like, start to have fun with Stormless and have a joke and, like, tell tales and it's because there's no suspense for me anymore, you know? How can I stay mentally active? But,
that's a good point.
It is, because sometimes games do certainly look over and there's very little standing in VonIvan's way right now. But let's talk about the possibilities of Company Heroes. There are a lot of combat mechanics inherent. But then again, there's a Goliath, and Goliaths are really cute, so let's just talk about that instead.
Little Kleiner. Yeah, it's like, it even has the skull and crossbones on its head.
Ooh, did we just see a squad wipe over here? Oh, there's AEBM for you. We just had a squad wipe. T-70, now getting 10 kills. So just when we go into Goliath casting, it seems that's Talisman's cue to say, hey, hang on, respect me. I'm one of the best players in the world. I'm a top seed to win GCS2 itself. How dare you not follow what my T-70's doing? Because have at it, bitch.
True, but
it is over.
Yeah, these guards as well are. He started reinforcing guards with conscripts.
Ouch.
That's a true desperation move.
Yeah.
That's when you know the game is getting extremely hard.
Well put. Conscripts roaring in and getting a desperation AT nade, quarterback style. There is no AT, hard AT that is, for Talisman. It's simply a snare to bide time for the... LGM says his cat seems to love this series. Can you keep us updated on that one, LGM? That sounds riveting. Tell us what the cat's doing, why it's loving the series, and how it's interacting with the Twitch stream. That would be very interesting. Thank you for that. Oh, we've got another little Goliath doing a wheelie. Wow, this one's
Yeah.
really cute. That was awesome.
Ah, it looks so cloudy, but
It's,
it looks so cute. It gives it personality, you know?
it does have personality. And they just love to explode. And then when you kill them, it's like, why won't you let me live my destiny? Just cute little Goliaths having fun.
Dude,
I just filtered
Talisman.
such a bad joke, but carry on.
he called it a 120mm. This is like...
This is what I do. I'm a rank 200 Soviet, well 300 I think at the moment, Soviet player, and this is how I play. I can't keep up with better players micro, so I just get the 120mm and pray. I'm just like, yep, time to get the nuke cannon out. It works sometimes as well.
It's a good unit in that regard, but it's too inconsistent for these.
Tell you what, the Goliath could have actually made an entrance there, but it didn't see the opportunity maybe. Ah, look, there's a new roll and there's a Goliath! There you go! Look at those body parts. And that game is over. Talisman is into the third place playoff against Refuro, as we now have VonIvan versus Helping Hands.
Oh wait, are we casting the final as well?
We are casting the final next, and Dog Eels is going to do the third place playoff after the final is finished. I'm going to have a little look to see what's at stake in the third place playoff. I was thinking of something fun. Hang on a second. Let me just do my calculations off screen so I don't make a fool of myself on screen.
I just realized, yeah. Never mind.
What have you just realised? Say it, unless you can't. I'll mute you on OBS so you can say it, and only lip syncers will be able to hear you.
Oh no, it's fine. It's putting a chip in my mouth.
Oh, that's not controversial at all. I think everybody could forgive you that. Let's have a little look. So, fan vote. No, it is pretty hype, the third place playoff. If Helping Hands doesn't win, and Refuro wins the third place playoff, he will be heading... I'm very glad that we're doing it this way, by the way. Let me explain. There's two things... There's three ways this can go for Helping Hands, because we all know VonIvan, Talisman, and Refuro... No, sorry, VonIvan and Talisman have qualified. They're playing for seeding and for prestige of winning a tournament, right? But Helping Hands and Refuro, one of them could be heading to the fan vote, which opens up jeopardy of not going to Manchester. So for Refuro, he needs to secure third place to ensure he's on the plane. And Helping Hands needs first place to ensure he's on the plane. It's 6:30, best of 5. Yeah, no, I physically can't do both series, unfortunately, for reasons of wanting my career to actually succeed and having to be fresh in the morning. So we're going to cast the final next, as decided. Dog Eels is going to pick up the third place playoff afterwards. There's a lot to play for in both games. Let me just double check that